Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You know about that, right? I hope so. Hello, hello, hello again. I'm Allison. And of course, you know it. This is another video of Sex Talk with Ali. And today we're talking breasts. But more specifically, breast cancer risk. What are they? How many do you have? And do you even know what those risks are? So let's get to it as I break it down. Risk number 1 for breast cancer: early menorrhea. If you had your first period before age 12, that puts you at risk for breast cancer. If you have or plan to have your first child after age 35, that increases your risk for breast cancer. Did you know that? So if you're planning on having a later in life pregnancy, that means that you have added another risk factor to your life when we talk about breast cancer. Another risk, and that one you may know, is about family history. So you had a grandmother, grandfather. And let us not forget that while the risk for men are way lower, men too can still get breast cancer. So grandma, grandpa, mommy, daddy, uncle, aunt, brother, sister, those are close relatives. And if any of them had or have breast cancer, that means that for you, it is a risk to getting breast cancer. Another risk factor is exposure to radiation. So when we talk about things like MRIs and chest x-rays and even mammograms, that is an exposure to radiation. But the risk truly comes in terms of the regularity or how frequent you need to get this done. So if you're doing a mammogram once a year or twice a year, depending on the conversation with your doctor, then that is a risk that is minimal and you don't need to worry. But if you had some kind of injury or some kind of illness, that means you need frequent scans to see what is happening in there, what progress is, what update is. It means that you are getting that frequent exposure to radiation. And that is a risk factor for getting breast cancer. Another risk factor, and this one is for the older ladies. If you menopause before age 55, that, you know it, yeah, increases your risk for breast cancer. So we're talking about those major factors that put us as women at risk. So shall I list it again? If you saw your first period before age 12, if you had your first child after age 35, if you have a family history of breast cancer among close family members, if you have frequent exposure to radiation, and if you menopaused before age 55. All of these are important factors to be aware of and to know where you fall within that range and what your cancer markers may be. Now, having one or more of those factors does not mean that you will get breast cancer. No. But what it does mean is that your risk for possibly getting breast cancer is higher than if you did not have those risk factors at all. So knowing is being forearmed, and being forearmed is taking that step towards saving your life and saving the girls. So ladies and gentlemen, Now you know, go get screened now. So, this is where I say goodbye for now until the next video. But share, like, comment, and spread the word. Thank you for watching. This is your resident health educator saying ta-ta.